Yo, what's up, everybody? We're at 206 Brewing.
Yeah, man.
This is fun. We haven't been out to a new brewery in a long time, and this one just opened, and I'm pretty excited to get in there. Where are we? God, where are we?
We're barely in Carroll Stream. We're on the highest north end of Wheaton, right into Carroll Stream on North Avenue.
Okay, so yeah, we're right there,
Yeah.
and this is 206 Brewing
Yeah.
right here. So let's head in.
Yeah.
We're in the tap room at 206 Brewing here. We have Bill, the owner. So Bill, this place is awesome, first of all. The bar is amazing. I love the look, the ambiance, everything. What's kind of your vision here? What made you go with this?
I homebrewed for years, starting in the early 90s and took a break and then got back a few years ago. My wife and I had always kind of knocked around the idea of how cool it would be to have a brewery, but at the time I had a solid job with the fire department. So I retired about 2.5 years ago, sat around for a year doing little to nothing, and decided, well, I probably ought to do something. This all comes from my background, so I'm an Air Force vet and also retired firefighter. So when you look around, everything is kind of intended to show honor or to respect to people who have served the community, the country, and take on that role.
So I'm looking at the bar, and there's some laser engraving in the bar. These are very cool.
One of the guys that I worked with on the fire department has a laser engraver. He has a little side business, does laser engraving and other similar product. The back tables, you've got the soldier's prayer, firefighter prayer, and police prayer. One of my favorites is the "We are not descended from fearful men." So if you look around, I have helmets from various stages in my career. First one is my firefighter helmet, lieutenant, battalion chief, and then training officer. In the other corner here, the flag is actually from my stepfather. He passed away about a year ago.
I love the bar. It's almost kind of like a diner. You know what I mean? I walked in, I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like a diner. I like this. And then,
Well, it used to be a Subway, so
Okay, well,
that adds to it. Yeah.
Cold cut combo. I eat 3 every day to help keep me strong.
Were you hatching this plan during COVID? You said like 2.5 years ago. Was this something you've thought about for a while, or?
For a little while. So a few years ago, I went through the College of DuPage craft beer program. So it was kind of in my mind, and then basically I got up and said, well, I either better do it or I better shut up about it.
How'd you enjoy that program? We've heard a lot of people go through it.
It was
some good things.
It was very good. The best part of it is a lot of the classes take place at breweries. Brewery owners talking about their experiences. You learn a lot about licensing, things like that. So it was a great program. A lot of information, a lot of experienced people.
We don't have an official record keeping here, but you guys might be one of the smallest brew houses we've seen in quite a while.
I would say most likely, yes.
Was it the plan to start small and grow, or is this what you're happy with?
The one barrel brew house was A, what I could afford, but B, what would fit into a smaller space. I don't want a huge space and have the burden of the financial aspect of it. So, having a small space, having a small brew house also allows me to bring in a lot of guest taps. With the licensing, the way it changed over the last few years, I have the opportunity to bring in a lot of great breweries. There's so many great beers around here. I look at it like, why should I try to replicate this beer? I know Goldfinger, for instance, I know I can't do a better Vienna lager than them. I can make a decent one. I can't outdo them. Why even try? Wolf Den up the road. Everybody around. I love different beers, and I like to bring them in to share them with other people.
Some of the negatives would be, small batches, lots of turns, probably lots of labor going in here, tight space. Yeah. But you're right, the positives are you're flexible, you're nimble, you can wake up and say, I want to try this, and it's not a huge chunk of money or a huge investment. So,
and if I screw something up, I'm only dumping 30 gallons, not 250.
With the smaller brewers, they're very nimble and they can stay on trend and they can stay ahead of things. So,
Absolutely.
Speaking of which,
yes.
Are you ready to sample some beers?
Let's do it.
All right. See what I did there?
You did. Engine 120 Stout.
So the Engine 120 Stout, that came about, one of the guys that I went to the COD program with is a big stout guy.
Okay.
So he's developed his recipe over years. We got together one day and brewed his recipe. But his dad was on Engine 120 in the city, and he unfortunately passed away years ago from cancer. And so basically this is to pay honor to his father.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. It's good. I like it. I like that it's easy. It's like light for a stout. You know, it's like it still has a real nice mouthfeel. Still has the caramely stout flavor. I love it. It's good. But yeah, easy drinker though. And 5.8%. I'm always about lower ABV as we get a little older.
Yep. Yep. I appreciate that too.
And that's, you hit a certain age where you can't sit down and drink 1,000-calorie beers.
Right.
You know?
Well, what we found is the best times are when you're just holding a beer and hanging out, and if you have a 8%er, it's those your window shrinks.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to just chill. Are you guys collaborating on, or who's doing the brewing?
I do the bulk of the brew.
Okay.
Brandon helps out.
Cool.
Trying to teach him everything I know, which is limited, but we're learning every day.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, you come from a similar background as everyone else, like a passion and homebrewing experience and some industry knowledge, I'm sure. And then you went took the next step and took the classes. So that's really
huge.
I feel like literally you checked all the boxes and the guild's probably very proud of that.
Oh yeah. Have you guys brewed a beer that you particularly like as a favorite?
No.
No.
I really like them all for different reasons.
Sure. Yeah. Some occasions call for different beers, so it's we get that a lot. What's your favorite beer of all time? You're like, dude, what?
What day of the week is it?
We drink with the seasons, and
Yeah.
like I gotta say, your ABV is like pretty wheelhouse for the spring.
We are kind of seasonal drinkers.
We
aren't
are. Now I'm a theme guy. I'm a seasonal guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to turn my nose up at stuff like that, but now every year I'm like Oktoberfest. And,
Right, yeah.
And my box right
My
now.
box,
You
yeah.
name it. Everything's got a spot. A slot. And I don't like it when people. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have beers around season round, but I love these seasonal and keeping it in that month or months.
I mean, you're not going to drink a 14% barley wine while you're cutting the grass.
That about wraps it up here at 206 Brewing.
Carroll Stream, Illinois, off of North Avenue. You can't miss it. It's a great spot. Small but mighty. We love these guys. Please come check them out.
Yeah, great theme in here too. Great purpose behind the brewery as well. Remember, guys, it's just beer,
but it's pretty damn good.